don't wear these. Gym style trainers, the kind of thing that's neither fashionable nor fashionable. Decide what jacket or coat you want to wear. This is the starting place for me all the time, because when I get dressed, I'm in the UK, it's mainly cold, and even in the summer, I rarely take my blazer jacket off. Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to share with you, I have got 4 tips that I follow and have followed for absolutely years on how I personally style sneakers into our outfit so that you look classy, you look chic, you look put together, and so that the sneakers don't pull down the outfit. Now, at the moment, there are loads of designer sneakers on the market. They've become really popular, which I'm really pleased about. So these are my tips. Now, I'm going to show you a really quick picture here, and this is when I explain to you about my styling when I'm wearing sneakers. This is typically it. My thing is tailored blazer jacket, trousers, and either heels, or most of the time if I'm on my feet in the day, sneakers, trainers. I also want to mention in this video that I am delighted to say that I'm partnering with Net-a-Porter. Net-a-Porter. I know I'm stuck with my English ways of saying things. So what is the first tip, I hear you say? Okay, the first tip to make sure that you look classy in trainers and to make sure you look put together is to think about the category of the trainer. Now, and there's a reason why I'm explaining this, because I need to before I get into the rest of it. In my mind, there are 3 categories of trainer. Category 1 is Converse style. Flat sole, doesn't look like the kind of thing you'd ever wear to the gym. Also in that category are sneakers or trainers that also have a flat, slim sole, and I've demonstrated it with a pair here that you would equally, well, you might wear it to the gym, but it's more of a fashion trainer. Category 2 are what we're seeing now in terms of like really big, oversized, chunky designer trainers. I've got a pair from Alexander McQueen. I've got some from Roger Viva. Balenciaga is really big at the moment. Those I feel can be harder. That category can be harder to style, but I've got some tips. And then category 3, this is what we're not going near today. This is, don't wear these. Gym style trainers, the kind of thing that's neither fashionable nor fashionable. And as I talk, I have my list. I'm going to be demonstrating each of my points by styling it with just a few items. You don't need loads of stuff to be able to do this. Before you decide what sneaker you're going to wear for the day, start with your jacket or your coat. Decide what jacket or coat you want to wear. This is the starting place for me all the time, because when I get dressed, I'm in the UK, it's mainly cold, and even in the summer, I rarely take my blazer jacket off. So for me, the blazer or the coat or the outerwear is the statement thing that I'm wearing. To demonstrate this point, I'm going to use this, which is from Outerwear. This is, if you like blazers, you've got to have a look at this. The cut is impeccable. This has got a black leather collar on it. It's also a slightly longer length. I'm also going to work this in with a hoodie. This is a cashmere hoodie. This will last you. This stuff, the great thing is with this, there's nothing that I'm going to show you that is overtly trend. Everything's really like, the quality is good. The cuts are good. Everything's going to last you if you keep it clean correctly and dry clean it. This is, you could hand wash this. But this is the kind of thing that I think works really well. And I think if you want to wear a blazer, but you want to make it look more youthful, look more edgy, or you want to wear it on a day where you're running errands, but you don't look like you're kind of like ready for the office, putting a hoodie with it can really soften it. If you're going to wear an oversized jacket, something that's really big, something like a Max Mara Teddy coat, then I think the thicker style trainers really come into their own. And I think that is because you've got the large oversized top half, but then you can balance it out with slim fitted trousers, jeans, trousers, your choice. But the slim fitted, then with the larger size shoe on the bottom, I think can give the illusion of your legs looking a lot slimmer, which can be quite It's kind of like that model off-duty look, isn't it? When you've got a massive oversized coat and you're looking like slim and chic and you've got your trainers on. Tip number 2, and this is about the trousers that if you're gonna wear trousers, you can do skirts. I'm coming on to skirts. If you're going to wear trousers with your outfit and you're going with the sneakers thing, do not wear flares, do not wear boot cuts, do not wear long straight cut jeans. Anything that hides your ankle, don't do it. Because trainers, by nature, if you compare a trainer to a high heel, when you're wearing a high heel, it elongates your leg, it tightens up all of your muscles, it makes things look, it makes you walk better, it makes your posture better, and it is very flattering on the leg. Trainers, on the other hand, or any flat shoe, can do the opposite. It can shorten the length of your leg visually. Also, if you're like me, I typically carry weight on my legs. If I go on a diet, my upper half looks like this, all skinny, but it stays on my legs. I'm also someone who, when I get water retention at certain times in the month, it all goes to the legs, it all goes to the lower legs. If you're someone and you're listening and you're like, yes, I can relate to that, or even if you don't get the water retention thing, but you carry weight on the legs, if you wear a jean or a trouser that hides the ankle all the way down, not only do you have the visual look of your legs looking shorter, but you don't have a break between the trouser and the shoe. Wear a trouser that isn't super cropped, but has got a bit of ankle showing. As soon as you see a visual break between the leg, the ankle, and the trainer, it makes your legs look more in proportion. The second tip is, if you carry weight on your ankles or on your legs, don't wear a jean that is skin tight all the way down. Wear a jean that is slim, if slim cut trousers are your thing, but make sure they're ones where at the ankle they're slightly looser, so it creates the visual illusion of your ankle looking slimmer because you've got a slightly baggy trouser round the top of it. Then you've got your chunky trainer. A trainer can sometimes make your legs look thicker, particularly if you're going for one of these big size trainers. I know if you're really lucky to be very slim on the leg, it can do the opposite, but if you're someone who's, as I say, carries weight there, that's one thing that really works for me, that counterbalances the stubbiness that sometimes a trainer can create. Wearing a trainer in the day isn't where it needs to stop. If you are going out in the evening and you want to be dressed up, but kind of dressed down at the same time, you don't want to be super glam, then one thing that I love doing is to wear leather trousers. And this pair of leather trousers are, my God, they are the most flattering I've ever had, because they are the perfect length, but they are loose around the ankle. Sometimes if you go too skin tight, it can be really unflattering and unforgiving. These are really good quality, but I also feel like these are really fairly priced. Leather trousers can, for the most part, cost you thousands. These are under the £1,000 mark. They are also cut like a jean, and the benefit to that is when you get leather trousers that don't have pockets on the back, they're almost the kind of thing where you've got to cover up the top half with a jumper or a jacket because you don't have anything that kind of gives any definition to your bum. So going for something that's leather, but it actually has pocket details, can add some structure to the top. And I think as well it can give more confidence. Whenever I've worn leather trousers that have just got a zip on the front, no pockets on the back, I almost feel like they feel like a legging, and I feel that I should be covering my bottom area. If you have a pair of trainers or see a pair that you like and they are in a funky colour or quite a quirky design and you're thinking, how do I make that work with the outfit? Like, I'm going to demonstrate it with these. These are Sophia Webster. She is well known because she always uses the butterfly design in her shoes. And when I saw these, they really reminded me of the Yeezys, but they're very well priced. So a lot of the shoes that I'm showing you, two in particular, the McQueen, which are very well priced, and also these, I feel like both of these are really worth it. Very often with sneakers, some of them go up to 600 and more, and although you might be swayed because they look cool, it's a lot of money to spend on a sneaker. Now, let's talk about this. It's khaki green and it's got pink on it. I saw these, I liked them. I was like, how am I gonna make that work though? Particularly in winter, where I'm not necessarily gonna wear pink. And for me, pink is the standout color on this. I feel that if I tried to match it with khaki, it wouldn't really go. So I selected a bag to go with it. One of the things you can do, you might even, when you buy your sneakers, think about, do I have anything at home? It doesn't have to be a bag. It might be a scarf, or it might be a belt, or a hat, or anything you've got that integrates the colour on the item into your outfit. So these are my tips. If any of you watching this can think of any things that you particularly do that work for you, if you're watching it and you're like, oh, do you know there's this thing that I do and you haven't mentioned it, but it works really well for me, please can you share it below? I'm always looking for advice and information, and the same goes for other people watching this. There might be others watching that are like, yeah, but what about different scenarios? So please share your thoughts. I thank all of you for watching. I've linked to everything below.